So this is a bit of a chat about some people call it like SatNav or like navigation and how that works on our Vhedia units. So our units do have their own GPS, which you'll like mount like somewhere where you get a clear view of the sky. So that screws into the back of the unit, and like normally you like mount it up by the dash somewhere. So they do have a standalone GPS. So this unit will know where it is relative to GPS GLONASS like satellites. So that's what like SatNav is. So that's like satellite navigation. So some people call it GPS. Some people just call it like Google Maps. And I guess what people ask is a lot of like older cars used to have like navigation built into them from brand new. And to do this, they would store the maps on an SD card or the hard drive of the like navigation unit in the car. So you'd have to get like the maps updated or it'd be out of date. So this is like no longer. So you don't have to like worry about this anymore because it works differently now. This head unit will work like your phone works when you have Google Maps or whatever apps you want to use on here. So in the bottom left-hand corner here we have like navigation. So that's just a shortcut link. You can change it to open whatever app you want. Like here it's opening like iGo, which is like a downloadable like a map. You can see like speed cameras and stuff going on here. So there's like certain apps where you can like download the data to store on the head unit, and like, that means it'll be like operating offline, so you don't need to have reception. There are other sort of like map packages where you will need reception, so you either have to have this unit like hotspotted to your phone or have a USB like 4G modem plugged in, which is coming out soon. But if you're like out of range, you just use the map packs that you can download and like store in here, and you can easily update them. So by default, the unit does come with, see up here you can see connected to like, the Wi-Fi of the office here. So by default you have Google Maps installed on it. So this is quite good. Again, you will need reception for it to work, or you can download map packs. So like, to download a map for offline Google Map use, you just click on your B there, scroll down to you see like offline maps. You can see I've already downloaded one here. It's only like 90 megabytes, and like that's almost covering the whole of Perth. So that gives you like an idea of how like small they are really. You've got 64 gigabytes internally on this unit, so like obviously plenty of space. Select your map, you go, and then you can zoom it out a bit. So you just want to have majority of Perth or your like city for offline use. Click download, and it's going to download onto here. It's called Map 2. You can rename that, and it's going to update after 30 days or expire. So you just have to hotspot again to the internet to update it. But so this will like allow Google Maps to work offline. So you won't need to be connected to the internet. So that's your Google Maps offline. So the unit also does come with iGo, which I have showed you, and like Waze installed. So again, those are just different map packs. Then what you can even do is you can go into the Play Store here, and like that's just like Android's version of the App Store if you have like an Apple, say, and you can choose whatever map program you want to install. So a lot of people like to use like HEMA maps for offline driving and stuff. So you can like download and install these. Obviously some of these will have a price tag attached to them. And so you can pretty much have a look in the Play Store for whatever map pack you want. Memory Maps was another one our customer said they quite enjoy using. There it is there. You can just install that. So you can install whatever apps you want for satellite navigation or like navigation, and you can like download and install the maps offline, so they like work on here. Now when you use CarPlay or like Android Auto, which is like basically the unit connecting to like your phone and sort of like mirroring a screen on here, it's going to be pulling the map data from your phone and using your phone's GPS. So like those systems are pretty good if you're happy to use them for around city driving and stuff. And then if you want like offline like maps, you've got like all those options I just like showed you. And this like shortcut here, like to change this, you just go into like settings, car settings, navigation settings, and you can choose the software you want to use to come up for that app, the sound, and your GPS monitor here is just an app. There is a GPS app test on here. So this just shows you how good your GPS, the external GPS for this unit is working. 7 satellites in view, 6 in use. It is inside in a concrete building here, so that's not too bad. So that pretty much covers your satellite navigation, or GPS, or navigation, or whatever you call it, on our Vhedia unit. So basically you can store offline maps. It comes pre-installed with some apps, or you can choose your own app, and when you're using CarPlay or Android Auto, it's going to mirror it from your phone and use your phone's GPS.